Hey guys, about 2 years ago, I did a video on my batteries. I had two OEM batteries in the truck, 2014 Cummins. And one went bad 8 months before in warranty, so it was 8 months old. And then the other one was just a little over 3 years, out of warranty naturally. And so I had to replace either one or two. I made a video on it. I made the decision to just replace one and see how that worked. Well, last night, just before I went to bed, I came out, snooping around, raised the hood, looked down alongside of my good battery, and I saw liquid down there in that plastic tray. It was acid. Dropped some baking soda in there and it tells you right away. So I took the baking soda and I put it everywhere, took the battery out of the bracket and everything, and cleaned everything up. Well, I knew I had a problem, but I wasn't sure what. It was too late, and I just went ahead and put the battery back in after I cleaned everything up, hosed everything down real good, because that battery acid will destroy metal. Won't hurt plastic, thank God. And this morning I did a little more troubleshooting, and I'll show you what I found out. Let's get into the video right now. Okay, let me show you where it's leaking at. This is the Duracell. What I like about this old lead acid battery is you can check your water, you can check the state of your battery with the hydrometer. But what I don't like about them is this right here. Can you see how that, I've cleaned it up so it's not dribbling much, but you can see it's starting to dribble a little bit right there. And then there's another one over here on the other side. But that's the issue. Now this battery over here, that's the OEM battery. It's what they call a maintenance free. That battery's been changed once, right outside of 3 years. So that battery made it about 2 years and a few months. September it would be 3 years old. That's why I always say, if you get 3 years out of your batteries down here in the South, chunk them. You're on borrowed time. But that's just me. That's the way it's worked out for me. Maybe I'm driving funny or something. I don't know. But you can see this OEM here. It's called a maintenance free because there's no way you can check the fluid. This battery over here, now becomes my new boat battery. So you say, well, what the hell are you going to do now there, Mr. Cheapskate? Didn't buy two batteries when you should have? Learn from my mistakes. That's the best way to do it, is learn from somebody else's mistake. But I wanted to show you this. The only reason I extended this video even longer. We're going to check the amps after we put them in. But if you look at each one of these, I got them at Sam's, they got a little thing that comes right there on them. Now I've already opened this one. It's a little little downspout. And then over here, there's a plug. I got it stuck in there already, but it's a plug. So the vent, if this thing, now these things should not vent. They operate under pressure. They're valve regulated, I think is the proper term. I call it just a little pop-off valve. But if they get too much pressure or they charge too much, that's why AGMs have a special charging rate. But if they charge too much, they could release gases. So if a person was anal enough, you could put your little piece of hose on there and route it somewhere if you wanted to. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go that far or not. But yeah, it's just something to show you anyway. So let's go ahead and mount these up, and then we'll check them out and see what the charge is on this. But before we do that, let me show you the difference between the AGMs and the OEMs that came out of the truck. Let's look at the difference in weight. Okay, I'm no battery expert, but I do know two things that make up a good battery, and that is the amount of lead and the purity of the lead. And as you can see, this one weighs 52.8 pounds. And there you have the Mopar, 41.6 pounds. So we know that's a cheap-ass battery. I know it is, because they won't even make 3 years in my truck. They make almost warranty. One of them was short of warranty. One went about 2 months past warranty. So be sure and bring your bathroom scale with you before you go battery shopping next time. Alright guys, so the thing we're going to always need to do is make sure that we wear our safety glasses, make sure that we have our steel toe boots on, and the most important thing is always disconnect your batteries when you're working on the truck. So that's the first thing we're going to do before we do anything. Okay, that was supposed to be a joke, but I don't think it went over very well. Anyway, this is 8mm over here, and the other one, or this is 10, the other one is 8. I don't know why, but I think it is. Jesus! Okay, c'est bon. I said I was going to take some amp readings, and I did before and after I changed the batteries. But that didn't work out like I thought it would. It didn't tell me what I wanted to know. That's the total 46.6 amps. That's coming off the generator, and that's the total draw of the batteries. So I thought I should see what each battery is taking by getting on the ground of each battery, because you've got such a cluster on the positive side that it's very difficult to try to get any kind of amp reading on that side. So I let these batteries sit there for probably 3 hours while I was screwing around changing batteries and what have you. And I looked at the voltage, and you can see the OEM battery there is 12.88 volts. But if you look at the Duracell, the flooded lead acid battery, the newest battery, it's only 12.73 volts. So we were overcharging this battery by putting two dissimilar batteries in the truck initially. And I beat up on myself pretty hard in the beginning of this movie, and I deserve it. But this could happen to two perfectly matched batteries too. If you had one go bad and the truck's trying to keep up with both of them, yeah, you could have this situation. So I guess, we need to look at our batteries every once in a while, regardless of what we got. But anyway, guys, this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I did. This is what I went through to figure this out. I've got two identical AGMs in it now. We're going to try that and see how that works, and I'll let you know how that works later on down the road. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Adios.